that mirrorless? You're shooting a mirrorless body? Is that body a mirrorless body? It looks like a small one.
Don't know a hell of a lot about them. I'm just a snapper. Whatever happens, I'm lucky.
It's like a banging lens on a budget camera. You can't go wrong with a good lens, though. Put it on anything.
That's it.
It'll look good.
Had enough money for the new lens, so I was saving up money for the camera.
I used to shoot Canon, and I had about 9 or 10 of those L lenses.
Yeah.
But then I got on a deal with Panasonic.
Oh, okay.
It was like,
I'm just a mum that takes photos, and the ones that come out, I put up on Facebook. Sorry? Yeah, I just did the track. Yeah, my hubby races and my two sons race. Jason Griffin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
about 30 points.
Yeah, he's 48.
He makes like Kurri, you know?
Yeah. He's raced since he was... His mum and dad and his aunt and uncle actually built the terrace. Yeah, so... Back in the day.
How quick is he?
He only races over 35s now. He wants over 45s class now, but all the other ones go.
We've got it in later, right?
Yeah, I know, that's why. There's a couple of races in Queensland, they always have an over 45s as well, so...
What dirt track meet? The biggest race format. You think it'd have everything?
You'd think they would, but yeah, they don't really sort of cater for the older ones all the time. It's usually just your 450s, 250s and like, yeah. But now that you've got a lot of the old school fellas coming through with their kids,
yep.
They're doing 45s now, so yeah.
I hope you get some good shots.
Yes, yeah, I haven't done it. Well, obviously, COVID, I haven't been there heavily. Places over the last couple of years.
You know what the sweet spot for that lens is in terms of aperture? Around f9. It will get you like the best image quality all the way across the frame. Pretty much all those L lenses around 9 to 11 is like the sweet spot.
Okay, so whereabouts is that?
You want 2.8, so that's real wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to want to fast the shutter speed as well. So you might not be able to get that line. Shut it down. Right, yeah, push it there and maybe put it on. I don't know, what do you normally shoot in terms of shutter for this kind of stuff? Like 1,000?
Well, I used to just do it on the automatic one.
Oh yeah, you get blurry photos on the automatic?
No, you don't. So that's where I sort of just trial and error. I got told I use a 2.8 and
You're a lot faster.
yeah.
Letting a lot more light on the sensor, but I don't know, like
I said, I don't know.
You want it to be like frozen and sharp. You really need like 2,000 seconds.
Yep.
It's going to be, I mean, it's a nice bright day, you might be able to get if that setting's open, it's definitely.
I sort of try and play around, and because I haven't taken photos here before, I just sort of play around and try and pick the phone. I just try and remember what I've done.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So do you just do all the videoing? Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
5 events, 5 weekend events, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know, pretty high level racing. Like, Luke Clout raced half the season last year. Dylan Wills raced a lot of it. Some of the local guys like Dylan Wood.
Yep.
I think he won the 450 last year. He's from Singo, he's a really good rider.
Yep.
Josh Whitehead won the year before. He's 3 out No, it's really good. I mean, this is not what I did to film because it's so small. Whereas the motocross tracks, like they've got sections that just disappear into bullshit.
You can't.
What can you do? Like even Foxtel with like 12 cameras on towers, they still
miss it.
struggle. Like, it's not an easy sport to film, but I don't know, I'm hoping if I do enough of it. More of an immersive experience for people watching it so that they can feel as close to it as possible, I guess.
So do you hire yourself out, or you just put it up on YouTube, or do you is it what you make your money from, or?
Yeah, I do weddings. With COVID there was a lot of funerals, weddings, you name it, like everything was just live streaming. There's a lot of corporate stuff as well, like with the Kodi Stephens commerce chamber, business chamber. So they get us to do a lot of their meetings, they want to live stream. That's not the most exciting stuff, but at least it's indoor and air conditioned.
Yeah, that's it.
Sun's going that way, isn't it? But it's just going to, like that, the biggest thing with live streaming is keeping everything cool. Like, it's just really about live streaming so much time. Really well. But as soon as it overheats, it just slows it down. I don't know, the last one I did here was like almost cooling down as I was setting up. There was no issue with me, but like 230, everything overheats.
Yeah.
This block of ice, like a solid block of ice, that should last the whole night. Hey, I think it's going to be ice by the time we're done there.
Well, it's not, and that's the thing, you're pretty lucky it's not like this time of year normally down here.
Yeah. We've had a couple of I just got new dogs, and their breed doesn't handle the beach. Found
Sun dogs.
American bullies.
Yep.
I don't know, they're not as bad as like pugs and Frenchies and British bulldogs, but like it'd be nice to be able to take them to the beach in the hottest part of the day and have a swim with them. Like they just get sunburn and overheat.
I've got a beach dog.
They're like a working dog, yeah? They use it for like guard dog stuff.
Yeah, they're sort of like
they're a really cross mastiff or something.
yes. Yeah.
So they're huge, they're like 60 kilos.
So he's only just getting over 55 and he's not even 2 yet.
Good temperament.
Yes and no, like with us, he's absolutely perfectly fine. He's the world's biggest soul. Like it'll just sit there next to you.
And if you get an intruder, it'll probably find it.
But it's not just even an intruder, it's like people walking past. We've always had protective dogs, obviously, because of the bites and everything, but he's just next level. He's just really next level, which scares me a little bit because I like the dog to only sort of do what it needs to do when it needs to, not at everything sort of thing. And he's a little bit skittish, so...
Like there was walking one down at I live around Honeysuckle, and there's a guy walking one on the harbour, and I went up to pat it, he's like, no, don't pat it. And I was like, oh shit, what's wrong? He's like, it's a working dog, it's a man dog, and like they're not the most social, but they're more like
pure protective.
military dogs.
They're pure protective. But he's just like, he's great with the cattle dog.
Oh yeah.
all the rest of it, they're like best partners.
Oh, yeah.
It's
A big welcome along to Kurri Speedway for our TT Masters meeting number 1. It's also the All-Stars Discipline Showdown. Great to have you with us online and tuning in. We've got a massive meeting ahead of us, kicking off with the qualifying, around about 60 events, and we go into the program proper a little bit later. We also have the All-Stars Discipline Showdown, which is a new concept they're running here this evening. We've got riders from the dirt track, speedway, off-road, road racing, supercross and motocross as well, all competing in the one race. There'll be 2 riders from each category, and they'll be out there battling it out over 3 races, where they will do the race, go around. They have 3 minutes then to top up fuel and whatnot, and then get back around to start the second race, and so on, then the third race as well. So that's a good concept that has been introduced here at Kurri Speedway tonight. But great to have you with us, tuning in. Good weather conditions here, a little bit of wind. Bit tricky conditions for the staff. They've kept up the waters of the track. It's looking pretty good. And a big patch of water as they go into one of the turns on the inside junior track. The riders are going to have to avoid if they can. There's no doubt there's probably be a few riders that end up in the drink, I would imagine, as the afternoon progresses. But other than that, track looking in pretty good shape for our TT meeting here this afternoon. So I can see the riders now moving over to the start over at the pit gate area. It looks like they're just about to ready to get underway with the first of our qualifying heats for the MX450s. 6 laps will be the journey, and a good field of riders will be taking place in this one with the start grid in front of us here. The 2 lines, it's the 6 riders on the front, 6 riders behind, and then they'll reverse that for the next race. But first, our first heat of qualifying, and with qualifying, the top 12 riders then will go on to the program proper, and they will go into the category of the Masters. So we'll explain the format as the afternoon progresses, but not a bad crowd in. People all set up on top of the hill. We've got the gazebos up. They've families out for the afternoon. Great to see. These sunny conditions at the moment, so hopefully the weather can hold off and we can get stuck into some good racing tonight. So out come the riders for the first of our races this afternoon, and riders moving out onto the track. They'll come around to our start line, and this is the MX450 6 laps as the journey. I got to see Clifton on the 84, Mitchell Watson on bike 90, Beau Ralston on the 6, Craig Anderson on machine number 100, Josh Pickering on the 103, Paul Caslick, Cazo was on the 3, Boyd Hollis on 4, Dale Peard on the 138, Graeme Waldock on the 144 bike, and the 166 of Eric Smoller. They're the riders up in this first heat. Riders will be looking to try and get up into that top 12 points. Up comes the 108, and I think that might be Josh Pickering on the 108, maybe? 103 is He is down as 103, but from the leathers, it looks like it might be Pico on the 108 bike in this one. So
just write 108 on there, because he's on that. He's jumped on that
So riders now just taking their positions now. Pickering is remonstrating with the starter as where he's starting.
Because it says he should be in grid
Now
5.
Pico was moving across to his start spot.
Brett won't let her put shit on him. I'm glad we're not on the dummy grid.
So just getting it sorted out now with grid positions as down as Josh Pickering in the 5, and it looks like that's where he is on the track. So not sure what's going on now. He's now he's got the thumbs up. So rider's looking just about set now. This is heat number 1 of qualifying for the Mx250s. They're not quite ready to go yet. And Josh Pickering is just getting his bike sorted. It looks like brother Matt's bike.
What's the problem? Am I missing something?
He's not quite straight up. Now he's straightened up. Almost set for the start now. They look pretty right.
I'm worried.
This is heat number 1, event 1 of the qualifying for the Mx250 class. Set. Oh, right, they got away from Beau Ralston on bike number 6, and he quickly went to the lead of the pack, but then the riders behind, led by Boyd Hollis, Boyd on machine number 4, and he rifles his way out to the lead of the pack now. Rider looking for an inside pass there. Coming through that section was Beau Ralston, who drops back now into 3rd. Oh, through the water they go. I knew a few would be pushed through that water puddle, and it sprays up as they go through. There's Caslick towards the back of the pack, looking to try and make his way up into a better position if he can. But down the back straight, it's all Boyd Hollis at the moment, and Boyd now moves his way into Beau Ralston on the bike number 6. It looks like that's Josh Pickering. Pico's come up into 3rd spot now. He dived up on the inside of Mitchell Watson, who had that 3rd placing, and they're having a good little battle for 3rd spot at the moment. And Josh Pickering is looking to get up to the back of Beau Ralston now to try and make a dive for that 2nd spot. And up on the inside of Ralston he goes, and Pickering now is out after Boyd Hollis. He's got a big job ahead of him to try and track Hollis down. Once he gets a clear track ahead of him, Boyd Hollis, he's a very tough competitor to try and track down and grab. Oh, there goes the rider down. Oh, they all managed to miss him okay. I think it's the 90 of Mitchell Watson. He's the rider stuck in the middle of the turn in a bit of a precarious sort of spot on the track, but hopefully someone can help him up. He looks like he's stuck under the bike there at the moment, so if they can get him clear of that, as another lap goes down, 6 laps is the journey. A rider in trouble, and he's hampered a couple of the riders coming through. Around the outside, Hollis still leads the way. He's opened up a good gap on the rest of the field. I think that's still Josh Pickering in 2nd spot, who's slowing down now at the moment. The red flag's out, that's why. And the red flag's come out from that fallen rider, and it was the 90 of Mitchell Watson who came down and found himself unfortunately stuck underneath the bike.
You there, Denise?
And he was unable to get out from underneath.
You there?
And unfortunately has brought to the
Restart it.
They said they're going to restart it, but then they said they're not going to restart it.
race to a stop. It looks like they might declare that one. Just waiting for the call through on this first heat. Where the riders will be declared, or whether they're going to rerun. I think we've run quite a few of the laps. I think maybe four laps. 4 completed laps. So it's pretty much it, I would imagine.
Hello. Yeah, what are you going to declare that?
Riders.
4. Okay, thank you. She got 4, 108, 6, 84, 100, 1663.
So
138, 138, 144.
So it looks like race declared.
4, 108, 6.
Of course, more than a half race distance has been completed, so try and start that one over again.
4, 108, 6, 84, 100, 166, 3, 166.
Eric's the one.
3, 138, and 144.
Okay, so they're the
Alright,
placings
thank you.
for the first, the top 3 riders. Boyd Hollis will be first on machine 4. Josh Pickering on the 108 will be second. Third is Beau Ralston on bike number 6 ahead of Caleb Clifton on the 84. Now we move to heat event number 2, which is heat 2 of the qualifying for the Mx250s. Also 6 laps.
I'll get it next time. Can you write that on there? That's Josh.
Is this?
Josh Pickering on.
It says Josh Pickering, but it's 108.
108's back out there.
That'll be Maddie.
Yeah, Matt's on 108. So we need to write on here 108
You're not allowed to share bikes.
103. You're not allowed to share bikes?
No, not one bike per class.
Yeah, but it's 2 different riders.
No, it doesn't matter. You're not allowed to have the same bike. Listen, it looks like the Pickerings are sharing the one bike. In the rule book it says you're only allowed to have one bike in the same class. Looks
So
like
riders
Josh Pickering.
on the line now for heat number 2.
Josh Pickering just rode
The MX450s.
Matthew Pickering is out here.
William Edwards out there, Jordan Dall, Noah Cardinale, John Evans, Kane Lawrence, Matty Pickering
Does that make sense to you?
on the 108,
Yeah, I don't.
Lee Hunter on the 87, Christopher Lodge on the 148, Bree-Anna Etheridge to see Bree back and out on the track on the 56, and Luke Bushy moves up on the outside. We're just about set for the start of heat number 2, MX450s. Away they go. Good start too in the middle of the track. I think that might have been Dawley. He goes down back in front.
Josh was on the
Jordan
first
Dall,
one.
the race leader on bike number 43. Now let's have a look. Oh, getting out. Oh, down goes Dawley. Pickering missed him. That's Matt on the 108 somehow. He managed to get around, and then the group behind managed to avoid him as well. So back up at the front, William Edwards has managed to poke up in the second spot. Meantime, there's a rider coming through quickly on the inside. Would have been Cardinale on the 245, but we'll just have a look as they come around this time. Race leader Matt Pickering. In second place it is. It's Noah Cardinale on the 245. Then on machine number 87 is Lee Hunter. And Hunter back in third spot. Edwards, who was up there early, and he's losing ground. Riders are going around the outside now as they go down back straight. But Matthew Pickering is out in front, and there's poor old Jordan Dall back in the tail, trying to make up for lost ground. All important too to try and get as many points as he can to try and sneak up into that top 12 to qualify in this qualifying stage. But guy down back straight away, Matty Pickering gets it on the back wheel as he goes down past and come into that tight part of the track. The tight little left-hander, then it hooks back to the right there past that wet patch of the track, then hooking, setting back up to the big left-hander back onto the main track, and then down back over the straight away, and it's the 245 Cardinale. He's hanging on to second, and the rider right behind him is Lee Hunter, and Hunter's up there in third place, but he's coming under a little bit of pressure now from the rider behind. Is that Bushy on the 120 as they come through? Oh, through the spray they go, and that is the 120 of Luke Bush. He comes through into third spot, and that's a good move by him to take advantage of that wet spot on the track. And now he's blasting his way up on the inside. He'll grab second spot. He does. This has been a super ride from Bush as he comes into the turn now, out after the race leader Matt Pickering. At Bush now, Luke Bush through the water he goes. Checkered flag time. Oh, good stuff. Good ride from Luke Bush. It's probably the ride of the heat, but the win more importantly, has gone to the 108 of Pickering. Second place, Luke Bush on the 120, and the 3 of Lee Hunter on bike number 87. They're the top 3 riders from heat number 2 of qualifying for the MX450s. As we get set now for heat number 3. 5 heats of the MX450s. Big field of riders with us today. And they're all starting to come up for heat number 3. And it looks like riders are starting to light themselves up. That's Angus Hutchinson. Hutcho's in the 14. Kurtis Tydd in the 20. Joshua Bennett, 25. Jack Passfield, the 224. Joshua Whitehead, 237. David Smith is the 426. Jacob Richardson, 512. Josh McDonald Chunks on the 701. Daniel Wicks, Wixie on the 176. And Drew Etheridge looks like he's on bike number 56 as opposed to the 156. So this is heat number 3. The MX 450s. 6 laps. And Drew's got it, no, he's got it fired up. He's all right. And riders now look like they're heat number 3 of qualifying for the MX 450s, 6 laps. Just trying to sort out a couple of David Smith is lining himself up. They weren't happy with that. Hello, look pretty much set to me. Ready for the start. Oh, away they go. Good start too. They all charged off the line towards that first turn, but I think it might have been Tidd on number 20 that got the best of the whole shot. The rider's out after him now in second spot. That's Hutchinson, one of the Hutchinson's boys is out into second place, and he's out after this race leader Tidd. The other riders trying to come through as well. The 512 up there was Jacob Richardson. He finds making through. Who got through ahead as they go down back straight away, and this is going to be a good battle up front of the race. It's Kurtis Tydd on bike number 20. Richardson putting the real pressure to him as they come through the Kurri Lake part of the track as they back onto the main section now. It's Tydd trying to extend that little bit of a lead he has. Let's look at the battle going on behind him. There's a rider coming through. I think it was David Smith on the 426 who's looking to try and put the pressure on to get up into second place. He's looking very dangerous at the moment as they come back onto the into the junior. Oh, gee, rider bouncing. That was Wixie, was it? Yeah, Daniel Wicks on the 176. Look out, here he comes out of the pack as well, and he'll be one to keep an eye on back in 4th spot. Oh, Smith nearly snuck through on the inside there up into second place. They couldn't quite grab that second spot away as they come down into the bottom turn. Dropped off a little. Wicks is right on his hammer now, and we're trying to put the pressure on to grab that 3rd spot away from him. Switches to the inside line as they come onto the main track. When he grabs him too, no, Smith back at him on the inside. Good little scrap. No, he comes back. Wicks as well at him. Now this is a good scrap for 3rd and 4th spot, and as well up the front, because here comes Hutchinson. He's diving with only 1 lap to go. He's getting close now. I've got to cop the bit of spray. There's Wicks bouncing his way through the... Oh, down goes Smith. He got a touch as they came through. Oh, gee, that's bad luck. As they came through that section of the track, I think he might have just, as they come around now, this is the final lap, last chance for Angus Hutchinson to have a dive at this race leader. Got shoveled out though, he's not going to get him. Checkered flag time, good race. Kurtis Tydd just hung on ahead of the 14 of Angus Hutchinson, who chased him hard all race. I think it might have been the 176 of Wicks was up there as well. And last couple of rides there was Smith, who was very, very unlucky. Comes across the line, and Drew Etheridge makes his way across the stripe and collects the checkered flag. Good on you, Drewy. But it was Kurtis Tydd, Angus Hutchinson.
And did you got Pete going over that? I just put a
who took the win ahead of Angus Hutchinson in a good ride for heat number 3 as we go to heat 4 of qualifying. Qualifying 1, heat 4, event number 4. Now let's have a look. There's Sammy Masters on the 33. It's different to see these Speedway guys on the motocrosses. But
There's no progress. We just made our own.
so up, they come to the race start, and let's have a look at the riders that are lining up for this one. There's Tommy Drane now moving around to take up his spot on bike number 59. The 270 is Seth Kolashevsky on bike 270. The 118 is Christopher Steep.
There's no progress in getting. And I can't get it.
Grab him on the 38 behind on the Honda. Alongside him on the Suzuki, that's Jasper Freebairn. And there's the 72, Shane Richards, ready for a start. Heat number 4, qualifying at the Mx250. They all blast off. Sammy Masters got a pretty good start as the whole pack charges into that first turn, and Masters on bike 33, but look out, up underneath on the inside, there's Ben Grabham. 9 bike, they're trying to grab, it was Tom Drane. So this has been a good scrap so far, and Drane's got to the race lead. Masters finds himself back in 4th place. Oh geez, how things change so quickly in the space of half a lap as they go down back straight away. Race leader Tom Drane on the 59. Gee, looks pretty determined on the bike in this one. He's going to be hard to peg down. Right there behind him, waiting for the mistake or waiting for the opening to pounce. It's the 38 of Ben Grabham, and Grabham rider behind. And he's still trying to stay in touch with these top 2 riders now, trying to clear away, with Sammy Masters now dropping back to 5th spot with the 387 as Mick Kirkness moves up into 4th place. They're the top 5 on the track. And Tom Drane looks like he's in control of this heat as he goes down back straight away. They're giving chase. Ben Grabham in 2nd spot. Seth back in 3rd, and he just pretty pedestrian as they run around, similar gap. There's a little bit, Seth getting a little closer now as I say that, up to 2nd spot, and Grabham now coming under a bit of pressure, and he's trying to grab that away. Mick Kirkness is still back in 4th spot with Sammy Masters back in 5th placing, and they're pretty much clear of the rest of the field. They come down, they'll only have one to go from here, and Drane now still out in front. His lead's been cut down a little, but Grabham is still sitting in there waiting, trying to find the opportunity to get round him if he can, but he just can't find the gap at the moment that he needs, and Drane goes down back straight away with half a lap to go, has a little bit of a look over the shoulder. The concern's starting to come now. He knows he's got to try and hang on to this lead as they go into the final section of the track, and Tom Drane on 59 is going to come across the straw. Oh gee whiz, just a race win. A little bit sketchy there towards the end. 2nd place has gone to Grabham on the 38. The 270 Seth comes across in 3rd place. Mick Kirkness will pick up 4, and rounding out the top 5 is Sammy Masters on bike number 33. The 118 of Christopher Steep, Shane Richards, and the 10 of Jasper Freebairn. Last riders to greet the checkered flag, but it was Tom Drane with Ben Grabham 2nd, Seth Kolashevsky picking up 3rd spot. So this is the final heat of the qualifying one for the MX450s, the 6 laps, the journey. Track's still looking in pretty good order. Alright, so let's have a look at who was lining up for this one. And it is James Sawdy on the 156. He goes alright normally. Benjamin Smaller, Darren Webb on the 5, the 261 Griffo, Jack Griffin, Peter Smith, on the 264, Luke Johnson. On the 177, Josh McCosker on the 45. Kodi Stephens on the 47. Christopher Jarvis on the 63, and Jackson Mickle on the 331 there. That's the field we're set to see. Stephens now looking for his spot, number 8 on the grid. He'll move over there now to take up his position, and he slots in now, and we're just about set for heat number 5 of qualifying 1. This is the Mx250 class. Good start, good even start. Rider coming through on the inside was the 177, Luke Johnson. And Johnson was a rider, I think, it might have been, no, he's back in second. The rider came through the pack there very quickly. It might have been, let's have a look as they come past. The 157 it is, James Sawdy on the 157. Through the lake he goes, round the outside. The one of Luke Johnson though took advantage of that, slowed him down a bit, Sawdy, and he's carted him a little wide going into the turn. Good riding, down the back straight they go, and Sawdy got stuck up high on the track, dropped back to third momentarily, but then powered on to get back into second placing. So down they come, your race leader. Here's the 177, Luke Johnson. Can he hang on to it? He's going to come under pressure soon. He's starting to pull away a little actually from the field, led by Sawdy on the 157. And as they blast their way into the turn, that's Smith on the 264 back in third place. Rider getting up into fourth spot, Benjamin Smaller on the 69, and then up on inside, I think that was McCosker on the 45. As they come down in once again towards Kurri Lake, and through they go up to complete another lap, and it's the 177 of Luke Johnson leading the way. A second spot starting to get a little interesting now. The 157 of James Sawdy is coming under pressure from Pete Smith in the 264, and that section of the track he really winds him in. He's a little bit of a gap now. There's the race leader Johnson getting a little bit taily as he came into that part of the track, but managed to keep it all under control. So a few laps to go now. He leads comfortably. Sawdy in second there. Smith gets closer now in that section. To Sawdy in second place. Can he get close? Oh yeah, he is. He's starting to get a bit closer. He might even in range for a shot at this second spot come next lap round. There's only going to be one to go for race leader Luke Johnson, doing it comfortably at the moment. Second spot Sawdy. Smith now in third still, searching for a way through. You can see he gets closer and closer to him in that part, and gets right up to the back, and this is where Sawdy gets a little untidy. That's a little bit better that time round. He tends to get a little wide coming out of the turn, but he kept it a little bit more tidy. I think he knew Smith was right there, and if he did make any sort of mistake, he was going to be ready to pounce on him. But it's checkered flag time, and that's been a good ride from Luke Johnson, and cruises to the checkered flag, takes the victory. Second spot, good battle. James Sawdy takes it out ahead of Peter Smith on the 264. And bike 47 of Kodi Stephens got up there as well, ahead of McCosker. But a good heat 5, and Luke Johnson on the 177, James Sawdy on the 157 was second. Third place has gone to Peter Smith on the 264, and Kodi Stephens on the 47, just ahead of McCosker, who finished in 5th spot. Event number 6, round 1. This is the junior 250 lights. So the juniors out there on the 250s for their first ride of the day. Let's have a look at the guys, the way they line up on the grid. David James on the on bike number 4, Talon Cardinale on the 18, Carter Thompson on 21, Levi Stevens on the 46, Cameron Dunker is on the 105. Cody Lewis on the 122, Torrin Openshaw on the 296, and Katana Robinson on the 334. They're the starters. Event number 6. This is the junior light 250s. I think it's 4 laps, maybe? Yeah. 4 laps, yes. Now just sorting out, that's the 105, that's Cameron Dunker. Dunks is in 5 positions, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and just sorting the boys out now with the grid positions. Stephens. Levi takes his spot on the grid in position 4. And then with the 8 bikes, the 4 at the back, Dunks is on the inside, ready for a start. This is round number 1 of 6. The 250 Junior Lights Division. Oh, gee whiz. Well. Lewis, he jumped the start by about half an hour.
So he's going to be back half a bike.
Okay, so a restart. Now the 122 of Kodi Lewis, and Kodi is just got to go back half a bike length. I don't think you could argue too much with that. I think when you race past the whole field and they're all still sitting still on the line, I think that may be a jump start. So restart. He is keen, you've got to give him that. There's no, a bit of nerves too from the boys in the first race. No. He's been penalised for jumping the start, so he goes back a bike length. It's not too bad. So he moves back now. Kodi Lewis is ready to go. This time I don't think he'll jump the start, and we're ready to go. 250 Junior Lights. Let's get stuck into it. Good start move from the 18. Got away very quickly. That was Cardinale. Leads his good as they go down along back straightaway, and Cardinale is your race leader, and he'll come into that tight Kurri Lake section of the track. It's Cameron Dunker in second spot. Here comes Dunks. Oh, down he goes. Oh, how did he miss? Oh, the 122 of Kodi Lewis. He's hit the deck, and somehow the rider behind managed to miss him. But let's have a look back up the front of the race. Here comes Dunker on the outside. He's having a real look at the fast to go around the outside in that part of the track. He's going to him a little, and race leader still Cardinale, but on the bike, very deep. Go down back straight away. I think he'll start to stretch away here from Cardinale in second placing, who was holding on for dear life, but he couldn't hold on. And once Duncan now, he's clear, and he's real competent on the track. As the rider back in third place, that's Levi Stephens. He comes through Kurri Lake up onto the main track. The 21 behind him is Carter Thompson, and they're the top 4 on the track at the moment as they go down back straight. Starting to stretch out a little now. Dunker's got the advantage in this one, and he looks pretty comfortable out front of the race. Cardinale's still hanging on to that second spot. He's not coming under any pressure at all at the moment from Levi Stephens, who's back in third, and in fact checkered flag time, and that's the way they've run across the stripe. Good win there from Dunker, determined ride, and he's taken the win ahead of Talon Cardinale in second spot, with the 46 of Levi Stephens picking up third placing just ahead of Carter Thompson on the 21s. So that's the 250 Junior Lights.
18.
So now we get ready for riders on the track for the Cobra Bushman. Ross Merrick on the 4 moves on. Gary Rook on bike number 42. Darren Saxon on the 11. Pete White. No, Darren's out. Oh, Darren. Darren Saxon, I don't see him out there either, so yeah, he's won't be on the track for this one. Where's Pete White? Is Pete out there? Is Pete on the 3112?
Yeah.
Holy, I can't see him there with that yellow outfit on. Oh, there he is. So Pete White is on the 312 now. He said, I want to stay back here. I'm fine back here, thanks.
He's number 4.
Is he?
Under 600cc.
So he's supposed to be on 4. But I think he wants to start from back there. No, is this Pete coming out now?
Oh, that's Pete there.
Yeah, there's Pete on the 818. So it's not 81, it's 818 for Peter White. He moves up now, and I don't know who the 312 is. He's a ring-in. We'll find out who that is on the 312.
119 is supposed to be
Brett Riley on the 119. So
Have you seen him yet?
he has. I can't see Brett out there on the. Oh yeah, he's right beside. Yeah, he's right beside him on the 119. That might be Damon Maddock, who's not shown his name in the program.
Has no number for him, so
But he's got a bright yellow square next to him, and he's wearing it. That could be him.
Okay, we'll go through 1, 2.
Yeah, that's what we'll. So Damon Maddock on the 312, and unless someone comes and tells us otherwise, I'm sure they will. And now look at, geez, the old blokes, they don't understand, they're a little bit slower to react. Where am I again, half of them? Come on, fellas, please.
Mate, why are you turning around?
Now they're off. Now that's a couple of riders, that's Steep on the 118.
Oh, it's going to be a long day.
That's Christopher Steep. Now Pete's conked out, he's getting a run again. Come on Pete, fire up son. Now he's right. Now Pete's fired up. It's like the wacky races at the moment. Great to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying all the coverage at the moment. Got plenty more to come. There's only 148 races on the card tonight. As Pete now comes up.
Pete's got to push start his bike.
He's got to push start his bike. He's got no clutch. Now, there's the 4 now of Ross Merrick having trouble with the bike. The Honda won't kick over. Looks like an 80s model. He might have got confused when he might have thought the bike had to be over 35 years old. Now he's fired up. A CR, come on. Oh, the old school CR. Brings back some memories as he rolls onto the infield. Merrick now will scoop his way onto grid 1. Rook on the 42, the 118 of Christopher Steep, who's supposed to be in grid 5, but anyway. Now they're being called up. Up comes the 312, we're saying that's Damon Maddock. Have a look at the bike. Gee, want to talk about the age of bikes. I don't know how old. What is it? It's a Yamaha. 1912? No, I'm not sure. It's a Yamaha. Now, we don't know what's happened here. He's
Well, the rules is they've got to
going
be
around. They've got to be ready for the start. And the rider's now moving around. See, this is what happens when you get over 35. You start getting a bit. You don't know what's going on and can't start stuff. You lose your keys, your mobile. Next thing you know, you're in a home. Now it looks like poor old number 4 Ross Merrick. I think he got trouble with the clutch maybe. I don't know, he's just rolling around. I think he's screwed now. He's come up now. Now they're just about ready, the old fellas. Oh, Merrick's gone. See you later. He's just decided I'm going. The other boy's like, what's going on here? Now half the pack's gone, the other half is. The red light comes on. And now they're being told to stay. Gee whiz. This is the wacky races. Okay, just about set for a start. Almost ready. away they go. This time they got away. Do a little ripper. Let's see if they can all get into this first turn. Jason Griffin on the 261. Who's that blasting around the outside in the dust? It looks like it's Brett Riley on the 119. And Riley is the rider. It looks like he might have grabbed this race lead. It is. Griffin back into second. 6-1. Look at these three battling through Kurri Lake. And it's the 4 of Ross Merrick. Oh, down! I think that's the 42 of Gary Rook. He's hit the deck. He's up again. He's going to get going. Good on you. And he'll rejoin the race right at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, up front, though, doing it comfortably, Brett Riley on the 119. He's comfortably in front of the 261 of Jason Griffin, who's back in second spot. He's cleared away a little from the 118 of Christopher Steep, who finds himself in third place, followed by Ross Merrick. Pete White, Pete's back in fifth spot. They're the top 5 on the track. We think that might be Damon Maddock on the 312. And then Gary Rook, who came down and got going again, has managed to rejoin the race. But only one lap to go from here for your race leader, and it's Brett Riley. Riley's doing it comfortably out front. 261 of Jason Griffin in second place. And third place is still Steep on the 118. And he's very spaced out, those top 3 riders, as they head down the back for the last time. And the checker flag's going to come out, and it's going to be fall to Brett Riley on machine 119. He takes the victory ahead of the 261 of Jason Griffin in second place. Third place has gone to the 118 of Christopher Steep. We go right back to fourth place. That's Pete White on the 818 bike, and the 312 we think might be Damon Maddock in the 312. 42 of Gary Rook greets the checkered flag in sixth place. Well, you didn't think he would ever get through that one. We've got another one. Oh, jeez. It's just the Cobra Bushman. Second heat for the guys.
Let's hope it's better than the first.
And let's hope, yes, it doesn't go for an hour and 20 minutes. So riders now taking their way up to the start line. This is heat number 2 of the Cobra Bushman class for the old fellas. Luke Johnson on the 177. Each can't see him out there. Luke. We're going to see 86, that's Ricky Balcom. 51's Darren Webb. 25 is Michael Gear. Now behind the 56, Zach Campbell. The 166 is Eric Smaller, and the 45 is Josh McCosker. There your starters. The old Yamaha 500 there on the front line of the grid, Michael Gear. Old school. Set for a start. Heat number 2. Off they go. Oh, shit. Jumped up onto the... as they hit the start, and they all blast their way into the first turn. Hold your breath. Down they back straight they go. Oh, geez, they're pretty tightly bunched. That McCosker tried to find a gap through there. I don't think it was there, but he somehow made it as they come through now in the dust starting to come up. And the race leader is Smaller on the 166 through Kurri Lake. Across the stripe they go down, and then there's McCosker making the dive up into second place now, and he'll be out after the race leader. Darren Webb is holding second, but it's only momentarily, because look at McCosker, he's on the boards as they came out of the turn. He managed to get it down. They've certainly got a lot of power in the bike as they come through now up towards Kurri Lake. Smaller, the race leader. Second place is McCosker. He's looking the danger. Oh, just as I say that though, he got very untidy, and the rider behind Darren Webb had to check himself a little there as he came out of the turn. The 56 of Zach Campbell's up there as well, so it's a good scrap for second spot. Oh, back up on the inside having a real dig was Webb as they came out of that turn number 2, and Webb starting to put the pressure to McCosker, who looked like he was going to come up and make a challenge for the race lead. At the moment he's struggling to hang on to this second spot. Race leader with only one to go is Eric Smaller on the 166. He's doing it comfortably. Second place is still being held down only just by McCosker. There's a rider up on the inside to the 56 of Zach Campbell, and back on the inside of him goes Webb. This is going to be a good run to the line for the minor placings. You can go 166 of Eric Small is going to take it out. It's going to be close for the minors though. McCosker might have looked like he's got that under control. McCosker gets it just ahead of the 51 on the outside. And the 56. But a very tight finish.
Who's saying this?
Your mum.
The riders snaking across the line all at once. They're very, very close. Okay, so now we're having a little bit of a track prep.
Leave it on now.
So it looks like a little bit of a track prep, and then we'll be back with all the action with the Mx250 class. It'll be there 2 heats of qualifying, then our junior 85 supports, and then we get back into our second lot of qualifying for the MX450s. Great to have you with us here at Kurri Speedway for the running of the TT Masters, including the All-Stars Discipline Showdown. Back shortly. Okay, a little bit of track prep's been done, and we're about to get stuck back into the racing action with our MX250s. 6 laps for the guys, and let's have a look at the riders as they move. Now that is Seth out there on the 270, is it? Yeah, we had him. We had a line through him, but he's looks like he may be out there.
Actually, maybe Sam Masters has just been added in.
And maybe they've just thrown.
Number 12 in all. Is this the?
Thrown Sammy, the 250s.
Yeah,
yep.
He's in number 12 position all the time.
Okay, so he'll be in the next heat. So out they come. Let's have a look. The riders lining up for this one now. The 245. 263, that's Dane Griffin. Griffo moves up now and take his spot alongside the 262. That's I think that might be Jack Griffin on the 262. 262. It's 261 in the program, but Jack Griffin on the 262 in the 250 class. There's the 07. That's Joshua Bunt. Joshua moves up to his grid spot. Waiting for another couple of riders to do. There's Hutcho Angus Hutchinson in the on the 14. Keep an eye on him, and the 17 of Mitchell Watson as well. So there's the field of 250s. This is the MX250 class qualifying one, heat number 1 here at Kurri Speedway. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. Just waiting for Angus Hutchinson. He's trying to find a gear on the bike there. And then he'll be right to go. Now he nods ahead. Yep, I'm ready to rock and roll. And this is heat number 1. The MX250s almost set for a start. Away they go. Get away. But Cardinale was quick to move into the first turn on the inside, try to get the advantage, but around the outside, a rider quickly went to the race lead. Might even been David Smith on the 426. Let's just have a look as they come past for the. Oh, down goes the rider in front. Somehow managed to miss at Smith. Oh, another couple of riders tangled. Cardinale on the 245. He's shaking his head. He's tangled up with one of the other riders. The wheels jammed up underneath the bike, and that's the 983. It is of Zach Wallace. Zach Wallace is the rider that's come down. Now there's the red flag out, the red flags, the red lights on, the red flag's out, and that'll bring the race to a stoppage. A couple of riders getting tangled up there in that Kurri Lake part of the track. And coming to grief, Talon Cardinale was one of the riders on the, Noah Cardinale on the 245. Noah was one of the riders involved. And he got tangled up with the other rider that came down was Zach. Who was the other rider involved? And there's the 425 remonstrating there on the bike. I think that might be that's 426 David Smith. And Smith was the rider. Came a gutser, bit of a shaker there. And we'll have a restart to Tom Edwards rolls past.
What does your mum want to do there? Can you?
So back to the start.
No, hang on. No, they don't get excluded.
They're excluding them all.
No,
because
and the 245 of Noah Cardinale will be out of number one. Having a bit of chat with Griffo, Jack Griffin alongside him with the 262, and Dane Griffin on the 263, the 270 of Seth Kolashevsky.
Penalty line.
Seth Q is on the fourth line. Up comes Tommy Edwards.
So what's happening?
Tommy's on the 971.
Dave just wants to know.
The 425 moving back up. A 426, I beg your pardon, David Smith. Smithy moves up. 07 of Joshua Bunt. 14 is Angus Hutchinson, and the 17 is Mitchell Watson. That's your field.
One of the riders went in. Are we going to wait for him to come back or not?
Zach Wallace went in.
And they're waiting for the restart. There's Smith now.
Thank you. Righto. Bye. Can you hang that up, please?
The riders are told to cut the bikes off. Now just waiting for the riders. It's going to be all back in for the restart. And I think one of the riders might have went into. So no, they've just been told to start them up. So it doesn't look like that rider that went off onto the infield is going to be able to rejoin the restart. So set for the restart. This is the Mx250 Heat number one. It got away well. So too did Cardinale on the inside, but it was Smith. Smith got the best of it. Cardinale now though on the inside gets the advantage as they come out of that turn two. Down back straight they go. Riders up high on the track, looking to get the drive around the outside as they come down into Kurri Lake. And it's Cardinale the leader, switching through onto the inside. 270 Seth Q on the back wheel he goes. Slides it through and straight to the race lead. Oh, good move there by Seth Q as he came out of that part of the track, and he's starting to pull away now from the rest of the field. This is going to be tough to run him down. He's really hooked up on this lap. Open up a big advantage on the rest of the field. Now look at the battle for second spot. There's a rider sneaking through. That's Edwards on the 971. He blasts up now into second spot. Right behind him is that Bunt on the 07 bike. As they come through, it is Joshua Bunt on the 07, and he finds himself back in third place, and he goes starting to clear away now. Rider coming through the pack as well. Going to join in the battle was Mitchell Watson, but meanwhile up front, starting to clear right away now on by. Oh gee, got a little bit sketchy there coming up to the start-finish line, and managed somehow to hang on to it, and still hang on this race lead. Edwards in second on the 971, and then a similar gap back to third spot, being held down at the moment by Joshua Bunt on bike number 7. And back behind him, looking to try and save ground on the inside, was Mitchell Watson on the 17, and the rider Hutchinson on the 14. That's Angus. Says at the moment in about 5th spot on the track. And they're the top 5 riders. Cardinale, who was up there early, just out of the top 5 back in 6th placing, but they'll only have one lap to go from here. And out in front on bike number 270, Seth Kolashevsky doing a great job of it. He's been unchallenged in this heat. Watts in second spot, Edwards. Look at the scrap for third, up on the inside. There goes, is it Mitchell on the 17, and Mitchell Watson momentarily grabs third, but he got it wrestled back away from him. Checkered flag time though, and it's fall And a convincing win for Seth Kolashevsky on the 270. The 971 of Edwards was second. The 17 third across the line. That was a good little battle between Joshua Bunt and the 17 of Mitchell Watson, who just managed to hang on for the 13. Win to the 270 of Seth Kolashevsky, ahead of Tom Edwards on the 971. Mitchell Watson on the 17. Joshua Bunt on 07. Mitchell Watson picked up third place.
It's not 177, it's 07.
So up they come now for heat number 2. This is the Mx250, 6 laps, qualifying 1, heat number 2. Let's have a look. Ben Smaller on the 69, Lee Hunter on the 87, Pico, Josh Pickering, he's on bike. Then you've got Danny Anderson, Ando on the 104, 139. That's Sawdy, James Sawdy on the 157. There's Sammy Masters on the 33. 27 is William Edwards. Up comes the 59 of Tommy Drane. And the 26 of John Bennett will be the last rider to move up. Now for the start, this is the 250 MX. Heat number 2, qualifying 1, set. Away they go, good even start. Getting away quickly off the front row of the grid was Josh Pickering. Pico's gone straight to the lead on the 45. Who's that coming through the pack very quickly? It looks like it might be Sawdy on the 157. There's a rider, Tommy Drane, tried to duck through on the inside but couldn't make it stick as they came into the turn. But Pickering, out in front, but he had to straighten it up. The 157 Sawdy. Here comes Tommy Drane. Sam Masters there in 4th spot, and then right behind him on the 104 machine was Danny Anderson. Anderson tried to move up into 4th spot but couldn't. This is going to be a good one as they come down into the bottom turn. It's Josh Pickering. Pico has cleared out. Look at Sammy Masters having a look on the inside of Sawdy as they come through Kurri Lake. Now he tucks in. Sammy Masters looks good there as he came through the section of the track up into 2nd spot now after his good mate Josh Pickering out in front. Down the back they go, Sawdy. He's up. He nearly hit the boards as he came out of the turn. Managed just to hang off enough not to come down, and he holds on to 3rd spot. But look at Tommy Drane right behind him on bike number 57, looking to swoop on him as they come down. And right behind them, still sticking in as well as Danny Anderson. Ando on the 104, and Anderson looks like he's had a bit of a look on the inside. Back up front, here's Sammy Masters. Right up to the back of Pickering now as they come in down towards the wet part of the track. They'll still have a couple to run, and it's Pickering leading. Look at Masters though, he loves that part of the track. He got a pass there last time almost again. Now he switches to the inside of Pickering. Pickering has a look up and sees him, comes back on the inside though. No, he couldn't get it as they came down back straight away, and Sam Masters goes to the race lead. Pickering into 2nd spot. Out on the outside he goes. Will he try and swoop back on the inside of Masters now as they come through the water? Down they'll have one to go. Josh Pickering got covered. He had to get the tear off. He got about 3 of them he ripped off to try and be able to. Has cleared off, and Sam Masters will come into the turn and towards the checkered flag and take out this 2nd heat of the Mx250. Sammy Masters on bike 33 takes the victory. Josh Pickering, Pico gets across the line in 2nd, then Tom Drane on the 59's 3rd, followed by Sawdy on the 156. The 104 was Danny Anderson, then the 139 with the 26 of John Bennett coming across the line. 69, one of the last riders to greet the checker flag was Benjamin Smaller. So a good win from Sam Masters in the 2nd heat ahead of Josh Pickering. Up 3rd spot ahead of the 157 of James Sawdy.
I've been right.
Now we've got the junior 85cc's out on the track with us. They're a support race for this evening. The support 85cc juniors. And around they come to the start line area. And let's have a look at the way they're stacked up for this one. That's young Sam Drane on the 7, Gage Gower on the 24, then the 156, the 157. So the 157 there, we're not too sure who that is. Might be Taylor Howard, but right beside him, that's the 27 of Taj Edwards. Ruby's out there, Ruby James on the 44.
Did Josh Pickering ride in that?
Yeah.
Yep, Cooper Freebairn. Zach Brady, Zach's on the 90.
But there was no Danny Hughes.
You got Boyd Cardinale. And then you've got the 107 of Taylor Howard.
Oh, Jack Passfield.
The 295 of Hudson Thompson. And Lachlan Russell on the 555. So we will find out who that rider is on the 157 for you.
That's Cameron NASCAR.
Is he going to be riding over the time?
That's his NASCAR.
Yeah.
So look like they're just about set for the start. This is the 85cc junior support class. Guys, they're all set. Ready for the start. Away they go. Good start too. They all got away fairly well. There with no dramas at all. So down the back they go, and one rider already has decided to try and clear away from the rest of the pack, and that's Sam Drane. Sam is out in front comfortably at the moment. Now having a look at second spot. And behind on bike number 9 is Zach Brady, but Zach's coming under pressure now on the inside from Lachlan Russell. And Lachlan Russell now moves up into second spot, with Zach Brady now dropping back to third. There's another rider coming through the pack pretty quickly. I think that's the 107 of Taylor Howard, who's up in fourth spot but at the moment, and now coming through on the inside of Zach Brady to grab that third spot away. So having a good little scrap there for third placing. Meanwhile up the front, race leader has decided to boot off. Sam Drane is cleared for away from the rest of the pack and giving chase behind a fair way back and starting to get a little bit of ground on the rest of the field themselves is the 555 of Lachlan Russell, and he's comfortably second. The 107 still holding on Taylor Howard, and then you've got the rider that was up there early, Zach Brady. He finds himself back in fourth placing at the moment, and then a bit of a gap back to the 46 of Freebairn as they embark on their final lap. Checkered flag time. Here's your race leader coming out of the turn for the last time. Round the lake he goes, and checkered flag grabs is Sammy Drane. Second Russell on the 555. Then the 107 of Taylor Howard was third. The 90 of Zach Brady will be fourth. And a couple of riders greeting the checkered flag, the 27 of Taj Edwards. And Cooper dropped something on the track there in the turn. He's the shoe off the bottom has come off, so he's gone back around to pick that up. So the win going to Sam Drane, Lachlan Russell second, Taylor Howard third, and Zach Brady fourth. Now we move to the first heat, the second qualifying of the MX450s. Now the top 12 riders on points will go straight through to the round for our TT Masters, and then the other to make up the field for the Masters.
Are you agree with that? Yeah. You know it's one of them.
for the 250s as well.
Because he was on the outside.
So this is event number 12.
Let's go for that.
There's Chunk out there in this one, the 701, Josh McDonald. Great to see Josh out there again. There's Paul Caslick moves up. He's on the boards at the start. Got Wixie in there on the 176, the 177 of Luke Johnson. He did well in his first opening heat.
He's on 108 again. So
You've got Grabham, that looks like Ben Grabham, on the 38 out of grid 1.
Down as
There's Boyd Hollis, Boyd on the 4.
108 black.
The 51. Moving up now, the 51 right out in that one. So we'll pick that up for you. They're set for a start though. This is
Yeah, that was the
second heat.
Added in instead of
There it is. Almost set for a start. Ready? Away they go. Side, he got away well. So to the rider behind, that was Wicks. I think he dropped in around the outside though, getting the hose. Benny Grabham on the 38. Grabham goes to the race lead. There's Boyd Hollis. Boyd comes through on the inside and moves up to second. Wixie's there as well. Daniel Wicks on the 176. And they blast their way through. Oh, down he goes. Boyd Hollis, he hit Kurri Lake and just went sideways. He's hurt the foot. He's up again and he's on his feet. But let's hope again now he's going to try and get the bike off the track. The yellow flag's out, and now Boyd Hollis, probably bad luck for him, valuable points down the drain. No. Red flag's out.
No, but someone got out a red flag. Who's on the pink gate?
So the red light's on.
Who's on the pink gate?
Red light.
Got out a red flag.
Now they need to.
They've got a red flag.
So the red flag's come out over the other side, so it's going to bring the race to a stop.
Someone over at
And Ben Grabham, the race leader. Now that's what'll happen with the riders.
No, the guy in the
They've,
start t-shirt. That one. He got out a red flag.
Okay, it's going to be a restart. So a restart to heat 1 of the second qualifying of Q2 for the MX450s. You've never been to Kempsey?
Is there even the Australian titles? There's not.
There is, man. You've got to get out more.
Overall. Overall.
Got to get out more, guys. Come on.
Was there 50 something?
Please. Go to an Akubra meeting in Kempsey one time and you'll see.
Oh, what about
There's
the
way more.
Bayless?
Or Bayless,
now
yeah,
it's,
Bayless.
818.
That's nuts.
Oh, it's not. It's
Okay, now just sorting out riders for the restart to heat number 1 of Q2 for the MX450s. Benny Grabham, he had him shot to pieces in the first
I don't know
start,
why there's walkie-talkies on.
and he'll be looking to try and get away to an equally good start. Geez, he was quick. He was up high on the track. He's getting a ton of drive. Boyd Hollis now. Boyd Hollis taking his spot up in the front row of the grid. Now I think they need to move him back
They're putting them all in one line. Why is that?
for the restart.
No.
Now Hollis, I think, is a rider.
Can you get it? You need to get out of the field, Mum. Like seriously.
Almost now. We haven't got. Now a bit of drama in the start. Red light on. guys. We're just sorting a few things out. Now we're set, almost set for the restart. Away they go. Smith gets away well. Caslick got away well this time. Grabham also looking on the inside to get away well. On the outside, a couple of riders getting that drive. One rider got shut out very quickly. They're high on the track, but they're all blasting their way down towards Kurri Lake, and it's Caslick, the race leader. Caslick leads the way. Ben Grabham in second spot. Up into third placing is the 701 of Josh McDonald. Chunk finds himself in third. Boyd Hollis is up there as well. There's the 177 of Luke Johnson getting into trouble, but he's going again. Down back they go, and it's Grabham, the race leader. Cazzo dropping back into second place. Back behind him now, starting to put the pressure to him, is the 108 of Josh Pickering. Rider down, the red lights out, red flags out, the red lights out. No, I agree. I agree. That's a rider over the back there that's hit the deck, and that's the rider on bike number 51. Now, I think he was added to this heat, the 51. He's not, so I did see him out before, and I can't, his name escapes me at the moment, but I did see him out. Was it Darren Webb? I think it is. I think it's Darren Webb on the 51.
Yeah, I think because Darren Webb says number 5 on the end, but I think he must be 51.
So he will be the 51, I would imagine. He's 51 in the other class, so Darren Webb is the rider on 51. Now, just trying to sort of think a few things out. We do apologise. A little bit of a schmozzle at the start, all over the place. They've all been sent, have they been sent back? Yeah, they've all been sent back to the pit area. And it's going to sort themselves out a little bit. Take a deep breath. And then we'll get stuck into the restart of this MX. Make their way back out onto the track. This is event number 12 on the program, the qualifying to heat number 1 for the MX450s. That's the 177 of Luke Johnson. Luke, let's have a look at the other riders. Ben Grabham, who did well in that first start. Maybe looking to get away to another equally start in this one. David Smith on the 426, he's been riding pretty well so far. He's been up there and thereabouts. Daniel Wicks, he's always very, very competitive. He's on the 176. Luke Johnson, as I mentioned, on the 177. Isaac Hawes, is Isaac with us today? I don't recall seeing him. No, the 116. And you've got Josh Chunk McDonald on the 701, Cazzo, Paul Caslick on the 3, Boyd Hollis on the 4, Darren Webb is on bike 51, and Josh Pickering riding the 108 bike for the 450s. As riders move up for the start. That's Caslick and Pickering back there with Boyd Hollis.
What are they doing?
What's she yelling at?
She doesn't care where they go when they're 79.
So up they come for the start of qualifying to heat number 1.
They've had one lap this time.
It's almost ready. No, it's got the red flag up. Not quite ready to go yet. I think they're just trying to sort them out into 2 lines, front and back.
Brett's walked away, he's like, what the fuck? Like they knew they were the rules.
Okay, we're set for a start. This is heat number 1, qualifying 2, TT Masters 1, Kurri Speedway. Let's get stuck into it. Away they go. Get stuck with the front rail. The grid from Wicks. Smith got away well too. Wicks tried to have a look on the inside, but it was Grabham. The goal shot out of the turn down back straight away. Once again gets a big handful up high on the track. Up on the inside now, that's the 177 of Luke Johnson. Luke moves up into second place with a big pack of riders right behind, led by Boyd Hollis on the 4. There's Pickering coming through on the inside to get up in third place. Hollis drops back to 4th. Oh, look out, rider in second place. How did he manage to hang on? The 177 of Luke Johnson was gone for all money, but somehow managed to hang on to the bike and stay upright. Meanwhile, it's Grabham though. He's doing the best of it out front on machine 38. Second place now is Josh Pickering, Picco on the 108, followed by Daniel Wicks on the 176. Back behind him, Boyd Hollis is in 4th place, and there's Caslick off onto the infield, and he'll take no further part in this one as they come to complete another lap. Your race leader, Ben Grabham, comfortably in front, goes through the Kurri Lake section of the track. There's Wicks bouncing his way through in 3rd spot, looking to try and get up to the back of Josh Pickering. Pickering, sneaky little look over the shoulder just to see where Wixie is, and he's right back there waiting to try and pounce on him as they go down back straight away. Boyd Hollis dropping off the pace a little from these 3 riders up front. They'll still have a couple of runs left to negotiate. Grabham the leader. Here comes Pickering getting a bit closer to him now. Josh Pickering on the 108 in second place might be the big danger, and also Danny Wicks back there in 3rd place, and he'll be looking to pounce on both these guys if he can. They'll only have 1 lap to go from here as they come down. Pickering definitely getting closer now as they come into that wet section of the track, and it's still Grabham, but look at Pickering right on the tail now. Oh, Wicks is up on the infield. He managed to get it back under control though, and they go on to the last lap. As race leader is Grabham. Look at Pickering though, starting to wind him down. Will he have one last crack at him coming into the turn? Into the corner they go. Here comes Pickering. Has a look on the outside, then tried to switch to the inside. Wicks is there as well. Grabham the race leader. It's a race to the checkered flag. It waves. Look at Wicks on the inside. No, I think it was the 38 of Grabham just ahead of Josh Pickering on the 108 in second. Then came Danny Wicks in 3rd spot on the 176. The 4 of Boyd Hollis was the rider in 4th spot, and rounding out the top 5 was David Smith on the 426. Well, heat 1 done and dusted as we move over now to heat number 2 of Q2, event number 13. Let's have a look. The 72, that's Shane Richards. Christopher Lodge on the 148, Sammy Masters on the 33. That's the 166 of Eric Smaller. Jordan Dall on the 43. Came a gutser in that first one, but he'll be looking to make amends. Made a cracker of a start, so he'll be one to keep an eye on here on the outside on the 43, on the Honda 450. It looks like they're set for a start. Matt Pickering on the 108. Set. Heat number 2 qualifying. Got away well in the middle of the pack. So too did Small. 166, couple of riders jostling for position. Oh, here comes Dal on the 43, down back straight away, and he's already moved up into a clear 3rd spot and looking to go around the outside now. A Smaller on the 166 to get 2nd place if he can, but out of the tight section of the track back onto the main section, and it's race Sam Masters doing it. Nice